Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. Earlier today, Apple broadcast the announcement that they are about to release this, an all-new Apple TV, and Pixie has been reading everything that she possibly could about this new particular product, because right now, I don't have an Apple TV. I really wasn't that impressed with the Apple TV that was on the market, at least today, up until the point where Steve Jobs started talking about this new Apple TV product, which connects to your network by way of either a network cable or Wi-Fi, 802.11n. Doesn't have any storage on board, which is fine by me, and I'll get to that in a second. And it's about 25% the size of the original Apple TV. Has HDMI out. See here, what else am I missing here? Oh, did I also mention that it's only 99 bucks? Like, for a geek, that's borderline impulse buy. If you have an iPad, or an iPod Touch, or an iPhone, this would complement your entire experience at home. Simply plug it into an open port on the back of a television, and with the application, be able to take what you're watching on your iPad, iPod Touch, or your iPhone, and then send it off to the TV, watching it on the big screen. Of course, you can expect to be able to access iTunes rentals by way of Apple TV, Netflix, YouTube, all the great podcasts, also supports MobileMe. You can browse photos, of course, any other type of media that you'd upload to MobileMe would be browsable as well through Apple TV. And it's only $99! Seriously! Like, I'm going to get one. I have to get one, just like I'm going to get a Google TV just to see what it's like. You know, I of course have an iPad and an iPhone, and didn't consider the Apple TV as something that I was interested in. Didn't really seem nice. This, however, seems very nice. So we'll go ahead and scroll down here. You've been watching the nice little animation. What have I missed? It's super tiny, it's black, and I like gadgets that are black. If you haven't already noticed, most of the products in my home office here happen to be black, just like the iMac I have over here. The skin on it is black. The iMac itself isn't black, but I wish it was black. And once you go black, sorry, I'm not going anywhere with that. So it's silent, cool, and small, as they point out. That's more than anything just marketing speak. What is most impressive is that they're dropping the rental price for television shows to about 99 cents. So they've slashed the markup for that content. First-run movies in HD quality, about $4.99. And some people say, I want to own a movie! I want to own the music! Really? Well, you have to make it, because you don't own it. You're actually just renting it in some way. And I'll ask you this. If you've ever purchased a DVD, and you most likely have, or CD, how often do you watch that movie, let's say, after the first time? Unless you have kids in the house, chances are the DVDs that you purchased you maybe only watched once. And you spent how much on it? Yeah, I'm not saying that DVDs are going to disappear. No, they're not. But for a first-run HD quality movie, $4.99 is not that bad of a price. In fact, the other week I was in a hotel and was wanting to watch one of the movies that was on there on demand, and it would have cost me $15 to watch that movie in the hotel room. The same movie I could have watched on my iPad for $5. Same movie. So I was glad I had the iPad. I ended up watching the movie at a fraction of the cost. And certainly $5 is nothing to pay for even seeing a movie in the movie theater. And honestly, a lot of the movies that are out there in the theaters, I really wouldn't care to spend more than $5 on. But that's just me. That's the way that I consume media. I've never purchased a song on iTunes, mind you. I've only subscribed to music services. Currently a Rhapsody subscriber. Go.tagjag.com/Rhapsody if you want more information about that. Because you never own the music. You only have the right or ability to listen to the music. Same thing with video. Just FYI, you never own it. You own the disc, but not the music. A la carte, not into it, not a big deal. Netflix, cool. Another device that now streams Netflix, YouTube, MobileMe, Flickr. You know, Flickr for photos. I've had a Flickr account, God, since like the beginning of Flickr, which seems like so long ago. So now I'll be able to watch it on the TV. Now, you also might remember I did a review on one of my HD TVs. I have a couple of them. The other one's not really HD so much as it's crap. It's something from Panasonic, I think. It's got some duct tape holding the antenna onto it. It doesn't even work anymore. Either way, you may remember I did a review on one of my HD TVs. And it's good in the sense that I can connect to Flickr and watch YouTube, but it's a pain in the neck to use. And with Apple's product, well, it's not a pain in the neck to use. I can't think of a single Apple product that's a pain in the neck to use. That's a big deal for me, because if I want to sit down and be entertained, that's what I'm looking for. In fact, I'm wondering how many of you are watching this particular thought on an Apple TV. Be curious to know. If you are, do a video recording of you watching this video on your Apple TV. Because I think there may be just one of you out there who has a current Apple TV. I mean, one that's available now. This new Apple TV, at least from this date, will be available in about a month's time. And yes, for $99, yeah, okay. For $99, I'd buy just about anything, just to try it, just to review it. I mean, wouldn't any geek? Really? Really? Getting all of this and then some? Especially if your television doesn't have the ability to watch YouTube. And let's face it, most YouTube videos are far more enjoyable on a bigger screen. Except for my YouTube videos, which are generally crap on just about any platform. Turn your TV into HD photo album, your music, your speakers, your perfect duet, blah, blah, blah. It works with the Apple TV, or I should say the remote app, so you can use your iPod Touch or iPhone to control the Apple TV or the iPad. And what they demonstrate here is if you're watching a video on the iPad, you can press a button and it sends it off to the TV that has the Apple TV product connected to it at $99. What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy one. I've got a few HDMI cables around here. At least I think I do. If not, I'm going to need to get some. God, where can I get some good HDMI cables? And then the power. The cable doesn't actually have a brick attached to it, so all I'm going to do is see if I can find the power cable to connect to the Apple TV, and then move the Apple TV around between my really, really, really good HD TV and my really sucky Panasonic one. It's been a while since I've upgraded that. Either way, for all intents and purposes, I think Apple's got a winner. I just tripped my my computer screen over here. See, I don't know if you knew, I have Teleport installed, which is kind of like Synergy, that allows me to control a remote computer with the same, well, this would be the Magic trackpad. It's magic! You know how it's magic? You can pull batteries out of it. It's magic. Of course, batteries are... It's all new, HD, and I would say extremely affordable at $99. Seriously, what do you have to complain about? And if it's, oh, I can't store my music, I can't store my videos. Seriously, are you still doing that? Really, with the plethora of services out there? If you cannot find a video on YouTube, does it exist? Really? Now, granted, Netflix On Demand kind of is one level above suck in terms of selection, and quite honestly, Hulu's selection is not all that great either. Maybe they'll get it in time, but not anytime soon. $99? Gosh, that's a lot of power for not a lot of money, in my estimation. Then again, I'm a mediophile, right? And as I said, I'm just as excited to look at what Google's got coming. We'll see how they square off between a Google TV product and an Apple TV. Be looking forward to that particular comparison. Yeah. Am I the only one who's excited about this? I'm not an Apple TV owner. Seriously. I'm going to be spending my money on a product, which I do frequently. I just don't necessarily tell you that I do, because some of you are going to accuse me of being a fanboy. Well, you know what? So what? That's my choice. And until you start paying my bills, shut up. My email address, chris@pirillo.com. Feel free to drop me a line with your own opinions, which I'm sure you've already posited here in the thread, wherever you happen to be watching this video. Geeks.pirillo.com. Feel free to throw your 2 cents in there. LockerGnome.net. Ask questions, get answers from the rest of the community. LockerGnome.com, where you can blog and make money about anything you happen to want to blog about on LockerGnome.com. Twitter.com/Chris Pirillo, YouTube.com/Chris Pirillo, Facebook.com/Chris Pirillo, and Pixie does not yet have any social media profile. Am I scaring you? I hope that was her that got my lap wet. We have a chat room, typically talking tech, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, in conjunction with a live video feed, of which this is not, at live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.